Hello everyone, it's Kari. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. This is another installment of my Keeping It New with Kari series, and I thought I would do a really fun card using some Distress Oxide inks as well as a fun stamp set from Pretty Pink Posh. So I intended to create a card with these particular three colors, which is the Wilted Violet, Picked Raspberry, and Spun Sugar. And this ultimately screams Valentine's Day card. And whenever I initially started out making this card, I wasn't intending it to be a Valentine's Day card, but it could totally pass for that. So if you wanted to recreate this in some form or fashion, this is definitely a card that could go for a Valentine's Day card. So we're going to start off with a piece of white cardstock that I have already cut down. This is my favorite white cardstock, which is the Paper Tray Ink Stamper Select White. And I talk about it pretty much on my channel all the time because it is my favorite white cardstock and it's a great value for the money. I believe you get like 40 or 50 sheets in a pack for under $8. It's really great. In fact, I need to go on the website and buy me some more because I'm almost out, which that will never happen. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm always going to have my white cardstock. But anyway, so I just love it for various things. And one of them is doing the ink blending. So, and I know a lot of crafters are really discovering the ink blending onto the Bristol Smooth cardstock, which honestly, to be quite honest with you, I don't know if I've actually tried that. I think I have, but don't know for sure if I have. So I'm going to have to give that a try. But for today, I am going to be using my favorite white to sponge on these three colors here. And I wanted to create, obviously, an ombre effect using the Wilted Violet, Picked Raspberry, and Spun Sugar colors. And I really think that this is just a really fun color palette. And, of course, using the glass mat makes the process much easier because you don't have to worry about putting down extra, like, pieces of paper or whatever. You can easily clean your surface clean with the rag just like I did, and you're good to go. So now what I'm going to do is, since I've got all of the color blended on there like I want it, I'm going to take a little, my spritz bottle, my water bottle here, and I'm just going to spritz on some water very lightly. I'm going to take a few minutes to allow that to soak in, and then take my rag and then kind of dab up that excess water. And that's going to create that distressed water effect that we all love. So now what I'm going to do, off camera, I actually did cut this down using a scalloped rectangle die from Lawn Fawn, excuse me. And now what I'm going to do is start my stamping. So now I've got the Pretty Pink Posh stamp set. This is the Sparkle Dot Patterns 1. And it's got all of these fun patterns and these little bitty circles. And the idea behind this is that you can create different patterns using whether you can use your Nouveau drops or your sequins, or today I'm going to be using some gems. So I'm going to stamp both of my sentiment and my image of my heart using the amalgam ink from Gina K Designs. And I am going to do this twice with my Misty because I am stamping over that oxide ink and it doesn't leave that great of impression because of that oxide ink, because it's got a pigment property to it. Excuse me. So I need to stamp it down twice. So I wanted to also mention real quickly, excuse me, that I keep clearing my throat, and I apologize for that. I'm sure that's annoying, but I am still getting over a cold. So if you hear me sniffling a little bit or coughing, or hopefully not coughing, but clearing my throat at least, that's what's going on. So I apologize for that. But I definitely wanted to get this video up for you guys because I know I hadn't put up a tutorial in quite some time. I want to get back into the groove of things. So now what I'm going to do is, since I've got all my stamping done, it's now time to add all of my gems. And so for the gems that I chose today, these are the rose gold. I forgot the official name of them, but of course I will have them listed and linked below the video for you in case you're interested in checking these out. But they are a beautiful gem and they've got different sizes. I believe these from Pretty Pink Posh as well. That was an accident. It didn't mean to everything to be Pretty Pink Posh, but it doesn't hurt either. So, but I am using kind of like the medium size gems right all on the outside of the heart. And then as I move on the inside of the heart, I'm going to use a smaller size. So it will look really, really pleasing to the eye. And it does not take long at all to really do this. Once you get going and get into a rhythm, it really doesn't take long at all. I think overall it took me an overall amount of 10 minutes maybe, if that, to do all of this. And like I said, once you get into a groove and get going, I think the more aggravating part for me for this is getting the gems to where I could pick them up with my tool there and get them placed. Because other than that, it really didn't take long at all. So now you can see how that is coming together, and there's lots of sparkle and shine because of these beautiful gemstones. And you will notice too that if you haven't already noticed, that I did miss one of the gems, and I will fix that eventually. I think I actually did it off camera because I didn't notice it while I was doing the video. But fear not, I will fix that missing gem. So you can see all of that beautiful sparkle. These are gorgeous because they have rose gold, and you can see pinks and blues and of course gold. And of course I got the backing of the black color. They're really gorgeous gems. So now what we're going to do is just set that whole piece aside and work on the rest of our card. And I've taken a piece of pattern paper from a older 6x6 stamp set from Doodlebug. I believe this is called Coffee and Cream or something like that. And I just kind of, this light pink really went well with the top of the card with that spun sugar color. So I really thought that since that was a light color, that this would be a nice pattern to accentuate that spun sugar. So what now I'm going to do is add this to a white card base and then add my main panel with some foam tape. So now once I get my foam tape into place, I'm going to take off all the paper backings and then add that to the card. And then once I do that, I decided to go ahead and add a couple of more gems just to kind of incorporate it all throughout the card. So once I kind of put them in my little dish there, and once I decide where I want to place these, because this is definitely the hardest part whenever I do work with gems on my card, it's the placement of those gems that can give me the most trouble, because I want it to be pleasing to the eye, but I don't want it to be too crowded or anything like that. So I don't put, too many, and I want it to be in good, good sizes too, not two of the same size together, because to me that I like the unevenness of the sizes to complement the card. So I'm going to decide to put down the third gemstone, and that will complete my card for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit that notification bell for my future videos. All of the supplies are listed and linked below the video for you to check out in case you're interested. I will catch you all in another video very, very soon.